Now we're going to make a dish that, to me, it really says summer, because it's using one of my favorite ingredients, which is summer squash. There's two parts to this recipe. In one, we're going to roast and marinate some of the summer squash. And on the second part, we are going to make a salad with some raw squash. So the squash, we are going to cut them to roughly around the same size so they can cook evenly. We have some white onion. For the tomatoes, I'm just going to chop them. This is probably going to like 6 or 8 pieces. All right, so we're going to saute this real quick to get some color on them, and then we're going to go into the oven with them. Okay, so here's the squash that's been already sauteed with the onions and added the tomatoes at the last minute. Okay, so now I'm going to put this into a roasting pan. We have the oven at 400 degrees on the roast function with the convection on. For the second part of this recipe, we are going to make a raw marinated squash salad, kind of like a slaw type of thing. So first thing is I'm going to have some chilies. These are Fresno chilies. So I'm going to slice them thinly, and I'm going to put the chilies into a pickling liquid that I have made. Now I'm going to take the squash, I'm going to start just cut off the ends of the squash. For the patty pan, I am going to cut it in half, right? And the yellow, the safari squash, and the patty pan. Now that the squash is sliced, and we're going to check on the oven. All right. So the squash that was roasting is now ready to go. Okay, so now what I want to do is marinate this a little bit, add some of our finishing olive oil. I have some Parmesan cheese and a little bit of salt, and then I have some fresh basil leaves. So now we have this is the raw squash that we are going to season with some lemon juice. And what we're trying to do here is kind of wilt it, good amount of olive oil. Salt, pepper. So now that the raw squash is heavily seasoned, I'm going to set aside and let it marinate a little bit. Here we have, these are the squash blossoms. Break the leaves apart into kind of like petals. We also have some mint that we're going to add to this. Spearmint and peppermint. And here's the pickled chilies that we did. And I will that. And the blossoms. All right, so here's back to the cooked marinated portion of the salad, and this is at room temperature right now, which is the perfect temperature to serve this. What we're going to do is just take the raw salad and put it on top of this, and we're going to finish this off with a little bit of sea salt, a little bit more pepper, and a tiny bit of olive oil. This is the marinated, cooked and raw summer squash salad. It's really great.